Hello and welcome to the ThruNite channel. So in today's video we're going to be checking out ThruNite's brand new model. This is the TN12 V6. We're going to be comparing that to a couple different flashlights here. Of course, next to that is the ThruNite TN12 Pro. Next to that we have the Olight. This is the Warrior Mini 2. Then we have the Olight Warrior 3S. Then over here we have a Fenix PD35. This is the V3.0. And on the end here we have the Streamlight ProTac HL-X. So first I just want to go over some prices and output, because of course that's what everyone's interested in. How bright can it get and what does it cost? So these are current prices as of the filming of this video. The TN12 V6 is $39.95, puts out 1950 lumens. Alright, the TN12 Pro currently sells for $79.95, puts out 1900 lumens. Then the Olight Warrior Mini 2 averages $89.95. It puts out 1750 lumens. The Olight Warrior 3S currently goes for $119.95 and puts out 2300 lumens. Then the Fenix here, the PD35, this is the V3.0, keep that in mind. This sells for $80.45 and puts out 1700 lumens. And on the end, the Streamlight ProTac HL-X currently sells for $95.62 and puts out 1000 lumens. And just for reference, all these prices are current Amazon prices. So starting off, we're taking a look at the TN12 V6 here. You can see we have a side button, we also have a tail clicky. Alright, you also notice that there are lanyard holds on both sides of these wings. Alright, the wings are very cool because it allows the light to tail stand. I've talked about this numerous times in past videos. You know, the capability of tail standing is really nice for hands-free lighting, especially if there's a power outage indoors, because once you shine light at the ceiling, it illuminates the entire room. So we have a removable two-position pocket clip, all right, which is very nice. And on the side here we have our charging port, all right, USB Type-C for fast charging. All right, so to use this light, we're going to click the tail switch. Light goes on. We do have a power indicator here, so blue shows that we're all charged up here. All right, so you hit the side button to change the modes. Right now we have moonlight mode, all right, low, medium, and high. If I hold the button down, we have turbo mode. All right, and this has mode memory, so let's say you want it on high. You just click off, and the next time you use light, it goes right back to that mode. Very cool. Open up the tail cap here real quick. Take a look at the battery power for this guy. Again, ThruNite branded 3400 milliamp hour 18650. All right. So I just want to compare this real quick to the older TN12 Pro, which is still a fantastic flashlight. All right, but that's where the comparison would be as far as the bodies go. The V6 is on top here. You can see we have a different texturing for the body here, which is more aggressive. Just feels nice in the hand. Also a little bit more texturing on the tail cap there. All right, very similar in a lot of other ways though. All right, look at the heads here. Obviously you can see the different LEDs that they offer. All right, there is crenulated bezels. All right, and that's when the lights are on both models. If you place it down on a flat surface, it'll allow light to pass through to let you know that the flashlight's on, so you don't kill the battery power there, which is a nice feature. But also you can use that for self-defense. So yeah, that is the TN12 V6. So next up here is the TN12 Pro. Very similar in a lot of different ways, but it is of course different. There's a different UI, so tail clicky switch here will turn the light on and off. But once the light's on, you'll notice that the side button doesn't do anything. All right, if you just have the light off and hit the side button, you can turn it on from there, and then you push and hold to cycle through the different modes. All right, so low, medium, and high. Right, double click for our turbo, triple click for the strobe. All right, so pretty cool. Let's see, this one is also rocking an 18650. All right, 3400 milliamp hour. So next up we have the Olight Warrior Mini 2. You can see this has a knurled body here. It also has a two-position clip on there, which is removable. All right, smaller head. This one has a proximity sensor, so when the light is on, all right, if something gets too close to it, cuts power. All right, which is an interesting feature. This also has a side switch, which you can turn the light on from the side switch, as well as the tail switch, which is very nice. All right, if you do a half press, you kind of have the lower mode, but if you push in more, it switches over to the high mode. All right, this also has a magnetic charging on the base. And if we unscrew the body from the cap, we could check out that battery. So this is an 18650. This one's a 3500 milliamp hour. And next up we have the Olight Warrior 3S. All right, also removable 2-position clip, which is nice. You can see the head here. This also has a proximity sensor. This also has a crenulated bezel. All right. This one is kind of a bigger boy. We're running a different battery on this guy. This is the 21700. So we have a little bit more juice. All right, show you that real quick. So we have a 5000 milliamp hour 21700 for the battery size. This also has magnetic charging on the base. It's a magnet to USB. All right, you turn this on from the tail cap. You can see we have a power indicator on the right, and we have an output indicator on the left. All right, so you can also use the side button to switch to different modes. And as you're switching to the modes, you can see how much of that power is being put out. All right, so pretty cool option there. All right, that is the Olight Warrior 3S. Next up, we have the Fenix. This is the PD35, again, V3.0. This is one of my favorite of the Fenix lineup. But we have a tail clicky switch. Once the switch is on, then you can use the side switch here to change the modes, just individual clicks. All right, pretty cool. If you hold down, we have our strobe mode. This also has a power indicator once you turn the light on. All right, so you see that's green, so we're all charged up. This has a removable clip, but this is only a single position, if that matters to you. Also, something else is this has the double wings, kind of like the ThruNites, only the button protrudes past. So unfortunately, this does not tail stand. All right, so although I do like this light, it does have its drawbacks. And if we take the tail cap off, take a look at our power source here. All right, so the battery came with it, Fenix branded 2600 milliamp hour, 18650. And last up here, we have the Streamlight ProTac HL-X. We've seen this light featured quite a bit. Cool flashlight. This does have a 2-position clip. Kind of a different setup here where it is removable, but it doesn't just pop off like every other model in this video. We have 2 Phillips head screws here. And we also have a very long version when you clip it in the reverse position. So really, it's not really meant for a 2-position clip, although you can use it for that. It's really meant for a single position clip, but it's kind of a deep carry in the pocket there. So in comparison to the other lights, this also has a much larger, fatter head on there. It does have a slight crenulated bezel, so when you do put it on a flat surface, you can kind of see the light poking out the side, which is nice. All right, this one, we take our tail cap off, you can see our power source here. All right, in this case, it's rocking an 18650, Streamlight branded, and this one's 2600 milliamp hour. And this guy is really straightforward. Once I get this tail cap on, I'll show you that. Now, as far as the output here, we have 3 options you have to cycle through, which I'm not a fan of, but it's basically low, high, and strobe. So there's the high, there's the strobe as I cycle through, trying to get to low. There we go, there's low. So my issue with this particular light is that it is hard to navigate through the 3 different modes. It's kind of random. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to cycle, but it really depends on the exact perfect timing on those half presses. All right, but anyway, that is the Streamlight ProTac HL-X. All right, first up is the TN12 V6. All right, I'm just going to do a quick up and down, left and right for each one of the lights. Just to give you a good idea of the beam shots. And then we have the ThruNite TN12 Pro. Then we have the Olight Warrior Mini 2. Then the Olight Warrior 3S. Next up, we have the Fenix PD35. And last up, the Streamlight ProTac HL-X. There you go. All right, so now you guys saw the beam shots there. Just a couple takeaways, although all these flashlights are good quality lights. Of course, you know, what light you might like depends on your personal preferences. Obviously, you can see how the lights throw as well. That's always something that, you know, could be subjective depending on what you need it for. But the ThruNite TN12 V6 is coming in at a steal of a price for $40. Again, 1950 lumens. Now keep in mind the TN12 Pro is currently going for $79.95 for 50 lumens less. This is 1900, this is 1950. All right, so definitely a bargain. The Olights, I do like the magnetic charging. I think that's just really convenient and everything. However, the Warrior Mini 2, $89.95, and then of course this is kind of a beast of a light. It is throwing out over 2300 lumens. However, for an extra 400 lumens, it is $120. That's a lot. You can get 3 of the TN12 V6s for the price of 1 of the Olight. The Fenix, as I mentioned before, as far as Fenix go, this is one of my favorite models for them, but again, huge bummer that it doesn't tail stand. It's just personal preference. And then, you know, the Streamlight ProTac HL-X classic light, but again, sells for $100, and there's a little lacking with that 1000 high output. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the ThruNite channel, they do free giveaways for products. All you have to do if you're interested is subscribe to this channel and comment on these videos. Thanks for watching.